Hi, Sportster Paul here. We're still working on our bathroom remodel today. We're going to solder up these Delta multi-choice valves with these Sioux 6060 or 660 water hammer arrestors. I'd be sure you put them in right, Paul. So we're going to go over lead-free soldering, which everything you get worried about. You read all this stuff on the web. 3 simple things. You need a hot gas. MAPP, there is no real MAPP anymore. That was outlawed. I think this is propylene or something, but the hotter gas. I had this torch. It's got a smaller tip, and then I have this torch. I'm going to stick with the smaller tip. So hot gas, most important, not any wino unleaded solder, the safe flow. In other words, it's got a touch of silver in it. And my friend Dave Rui in California said he suffered with this unleaded solder on pipes in his house until he found this silver bearing stuff. Doesn't have to be Oatly, but they sell it at Home Depot, no problem. Then the third thing is tinning flux. It's well, you'll see it. It's a brown paste. Can I get it over here? There's little solder particles in the flux. So as the flux melts, it tins everything and gets it ready, and life is good. First thing I learned as a Harley, or as actually a Volkswagen mechanic, cleanliness, right? Like you're operating on your mother, right? So a nice clean paper towel. And then the machinist taught me, you gotta hold stuff, right? You don't want this thing rocking and you're soldering. So nice little cheapo vise I've had for 40 years. This is a battery terminal tool, right? Male or female here, male here. Kind of a blackish haze to it. I'm not happy about that. Let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, so that'll clean up. All right. And I'll do this one with a pinky maybe. Okay, we're going to clean this up. I used Goof Off to clean that label, and I tried it with paper towel, thought it was all good. No, it was there again. So Goof Off with steel wool. Take the copper. Here we go. Let's put on our tinning flux. Absolutely essential. Come on, baby. Okay. I'm sure it's like solder paste in the electronics industry, which I came from. This stuff probably goes bad, right? Maybe it gets a bad reputation. You probably, depending how important the job is, like this one is very important. That's why I wanted a brand new tub of this stuff. So the solder paste that's in the flux is nice and fresh, and because the solder ball, the little tiny solder balls will oxidize, and then they don't want to tin out the way they're supposed to. That's a problem in the electronics industry as well. So that goes in, feels good. I don't know if you have to separate, do them separate. That's the do-it-yourselfer's curse, right? You always overdo stuff. I see stuff that I consider silly, and you probably consider some of this stuff silly. But more silly is better than less, I tell you. We'll see if the first one leaks and this one doesn't. Well, I guess I learned just enough. Okay. I'm putting the, you can see heat on the valve. Don't light the paper towel on fire, Paul. Oh, it's starting to sweat. Should try to get ambidextrous as you get older. Oh, the tinning flux, you can see it's actually done its thing. And this was my dad's thing. As it cooled, he'd you see it? Come down here. You see? Yep. Lots of heat to the fitting, right? That's where it needs it. We used to grab the thing with our teeth and grab the lead with our teeth. Probably accounts for my personality problem. It's bubbling. Hasn't sweat yet. The flux, you learn this in electronics, the flux, oh, there it goes, starting to sweat. Oh, that looks like a much better joint. Okay, not too much. Now the T is hot, right? The Sioux thing is hot. Sioux, what is it, Sioux Chief? See, just from that heat, you can see it. There it goes. You can just see it suck in. Oh, life is good. And like my dad taught me, you can take the heat off of it. There was a drip. And just keep feeding it. Then come under here and fix that drip. Oh no, that is a bad joint. Oops. Some things you can just tell by inspection. Right here. It might be a good joint, but I'm not going to take the risk. It's kind of amateur hour, a little too much solder, typical wino, do-it-yourselfer's mistake. I think I've been getting too anxious. So you heat the big massive brass thing, bring that up to temperature. I see the flux bubbling, that's a good sign. Oh, yes. See, you're not supposed to... Nope, we got to do this one. This one's always going better. This time we're going to put a lot of heat on this thing. See the flux bubbling. Kind of sweat. Remember what that one guy said? It was 3/4 or 3/4 of an inch. I do tell you one thing, I wouldn't like to do this when it was up in the attic. There's my dad's thing. I said, see, it's still sucking. And you wonder, is that just going other places than, you know, is it puddling up down there? Well, I tell you, I have to see why people don't like this unleaded solder. It looks like crap. But I guess that's how the inspector knows what it is. All right. So that should be it. Shark bites are going to go here. CPVC adapter here up to the shower head. Instead of just the all plastic shower head elbow, I got the one with the metal ring, the brass one. You know, $1 or $2 more. Is it straight? Yeah. All right. All right. Back in a flash.